Bang Beamer. The light is on you. 8-5 last year, 4-4 in the conference. Third year here at I got Tennessee on there. See, I've been making mistakes.
Yeah,
South Carolina. 15-11, 10-4 at home. He's been getting it done. 4-6 on the road. Could be better, but it's not bad. He's returning 6 on offense, 4 on defense, and he keeps it decent. He brings in 9 transfers. I commend him for that. So looking good for South Carolina coming back into this year. This star quarterback, let's go right into the offense. Spencer Rattler. Everybody has big expectations after the last 3 games for him coming into this season. What do you think about that, Spencer Rattler? I thought he was kind of a bust for majority of the season. Wow. They said that towards the last games they changed the terminologies, and that's what allowed him to blossom a little bit. What you think?
Yeah, I was cheering for that kid. I really was, because I didn't like what they did to him when he was in Oklahoma. I mean, I know they had to win. They had to play their games. They had to coach their games the way they did. But it was a kind of a feel good story for him, because he was probably the best product of the portal last year for a team, to go up and grab a kid of that caliber for the Gamecocks, and they needed him too. They needed him bad. So I think they moved forward with him in that role. And I'll be cheering for the Gamecocks with him, because that's my second team right there, South Carolina. But anyways, I think he fits the bill there, very nicely for Beamer in that role, quarterback role. So yeah, and then Doty's not a bad backup too. He's a good number 2 to have. So I like that kid too. But Rattler, yeah, definitely, all systems go for Rattler in that role.
Well, he's getting a new offensive coordinator. Hopefully, to simplify the playbook and new offensive coordinator come together, and we could see his full potential. Because the one game when he really cut it up, I forgot who they were playing, but he really cut it up and let you see his real talent capability. And he's going to be right there with a solid line, solid running back. He's got some nice targets to throw to it. He's going to definitely need some talent to emerge on a high level for them to compete on a high level. But as far as winning,
Tennessee was that game. He lit up Tennessee.
That's when he lit up. Yeah, he sure did. And he did good. But the proof in the pudding is definitely going to be over on the defensive side. Last year, they're ranked number 92 in points per game, 117 rushing, and 47 in the pass. Now, in college football, the defense starts on the defensive line and the secondary. If you can get a tight secondary, you can win some games in college football. But in any game of football, you gotta tame down a team to run. You can't be so bad protecting the run that the team doesn't have a need to pass. And, that's where you lose right there. So they got a lot to work on. They're getting bigger as far as size. They got more depth. But they, like I said, they need to learn how to stop the run. In the secondary, they're going to plug and play some returners and some new talent as well out there in the secondary. So I don't know. I think the defense will be a step up from last year, or maybe 2 steps, but still not. It's in the SEC. I don't think they got the talent to compete too high at a level. But if they could slide in their conference at the number 3 spot or number 2 spot, that was an excellent year for them.
Well, I think they started a little slow last year, to be honest with you. I mean, they had the cupcake game against Georgia State, and then they lost to Georgia, Arkansas and Georgia. But they did finish pretty strong. Like mid-pack, Kentucky was ranked 13. They beat them. Then they go out and beat A&M. Then they lose to Missouri. Then they beat Vandy. They lose to Florida. Then they take out Tennessee in that monster game, like you said he had. And then they beat Clemson. So Tennessee was ranked 5 and Clemson was ranked 7 when they beat them at the end of the year. And I guess that was the bowl game, right? Yeah. But yeah, I think those are springboard games for this team. But new OC, defensive improvements. Who knows? I'm not going to say the sky's the limit for them, but I think they'll have another solid year. I really do.
Yeah, I got them down as a team that we just have to watch and see how the team comes together. They play North Carolina, of course, Georgia. They get Tennessee. They get Florida. They get Texas A&M. And at the end of the season, they even get Clemson. So they got their work cut out for them. But, third year, 6-4. I'm going to give Shane Beamer to his fourth year to really compete at a high level. But this year, I think he shows some more peaks that he's going to be well.
Yeah, I agree. I
call total on this one.
That's the rival game. I'm saying over the total for them. Over the total.
Yeah, I would say over too. I say over 7 wins, 7-8 wins to get them in a bowl, and it'll be a great season for them. But even with that 7-8 wins, that's going to also include a couple wins and some big games. So
yeah,
keep an eye out on South Carolina. We have to touch back up.
It ain't going to be easy. 8's tough in the SEC, but I think they clip it. I think they get there. They'll have to win. They'll have to really mind. They'll have to have an upset in there, and then North Carolina. They got the kid May, the Heisman Trophy quarterback. So that's going to give you a good measuring stick where they're
right
at
off the bat.
Right off the bat, right. They're going to play a tough North Carolina team early on, and then Furman, then Georgia. So we'll see those 2 games.